of about this. So first is today's world. The world is multipolar, as I said a while ago, that many powerful countries, regional countries work together in regions, and interdependent countries depend on each other for trade, technology, and culture. So the key influences here is economic, technology, and culture. It plays a big role in today's world. These are shape power and relationship between these. So lastly, the global challenges. To deal with issues like climate change, the environment, getting worse, and economic inequality, the gap between the rich and the poor, the LGBTQIA+, understanding how the world works today is very important. So the world is more connected today. They are more united. And we need to focus on solving problems like climate change and inequality. Understanding the changes is crucial to facing these challenges. So that's all. Thank you for. I give the floor to brother from the Carlite Order.
Again, good morning, others. Good morning to all those who are hanging around here. I am Brother Gabriel Halil from the Light, and I will present to you the slide 426 to 27. 30. Five. It's about globalization impact and challenges in our country today. So before that, for your presentation. So I hope and I believe we will continue our presentation until. So now we move on. First, globalization impacts and challenges. Globalization is the increasing connectedness of countries. It happens to trade, technology, investment, and cultural exchange. And then globalization, global trade has increased from 25 of GDP in 1970 over 60 today. Next, economics, societies, and environment. The next slide is the positive impacts of globalization. As the economic growth, increased trade leads to efficiency and higher production. Access to larger markets fosters competition. For example, FDI foods economic activity and job creation. On the other hand, technology advancements. Technology enhances productivity and connectivity. Collaboration accelerates innovation. Technology transfer is one of the examples that improves our living standard today. Exposure to deliver diverse cultures enriches societies, cross-cultural interactions foster creativity. And these are the examples that brings and leads to the positive impacts of the globalization. Slide 28 is the negative impacts of globalization. So we heard about positive and now move to negative. Income inequality. Globalization's benefits are not evenly distributed. It leads to disparities and wage cultural global Now we move on to the next slide. Globalization and developing nations, sorry. So it is opportunities for economic development, access to global market increase, export revenues. Secondly, technology transfer and FDI, as productivity and infrastructure improve participation in global value change trade growth and challenges in maintaining local industries. Competition from corporations, returns, SMEs, dependence on commodity exports makes economics valuable. Next slide. Brothers.
Hello.
Wait lang, brother, sorry.
Brother?
Yes.
Continue lang, brother.
Okay. So, now we move on to nature and the environment. Climate change conditions rise with temperature and extreme weather. Sea level rise is a global challenge, exacerbated by industrialization and consumption. The IPCC report highlights the urgency of reducing emissions. Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs) offer a UN framework for adding global challenges. First, climate change. Rising temperature as a global concern. Sustainable goals. The UN provides a framework for sustainability and green growth. Policies promote green. So now we move on to the next slide. The role of international organizations. The UN, IMF, and World Bank contribute to international cooperation and development. The UN promotes peace, security, human rights, and sustainable development. The IMF provides financial assistance and policy advice. The World Bank finances development projects and provides technical assistance. The United Nations promotes peace and security worldwide. International Monetary Fund provides financial support to the country, and the World Bank finance development. So now we go to the next slide. Slide 32. The future of globalization. The digital economy drives global economic integration. Economic and digital platforms are creating new opportunities. Climate change and new opportunities. Climate change and pandemic are key challenges. Geopolitical tensions shape the future. The world needs international cooperation and risk management strategies. So we say digital economy, growth of e-economy, e-commerce, pandemics, global health crisis, and geopolitics, international tensions. We move to the next slide, globalization and overview. So this is the overview of the topic that I am presenting, or the slides that I am presenting. Globalization is a transformative process reshaping our world. It involves the integration of economics, cultures, and societies. This presentation provides an overview of each key aspect and future characteristics. So we are to summarize our topics. Here it says historical evaluation, accelerated post World War II with technology and trade, liberalization, the Silk Road facilitated early exchange. Economic dimensions, increased trade, FDI, and global supply change have reshaped economy. Change rise is an example. Political dimension, international organization influence global governance and cooperation. The WTO promotes free trade. And cultural dimensions, ideas, values, influence, cultural landscape. The key value wave is one of the examples. So final thoughts. So first we are done with the presentations, and this is the final thoughts. Ongoing process. Globalization evolves with new technologies and shift. AI is one of the impacts of global labor market. Balancing act. Nations balance economic growth and cultural identity. France protects its language and culture. And future direction. Increased focus on sustainability and global equality. Consider the UN sustainable. So thank you very much. And this is our presentation for today. Thank you, brothers, and thank you all.
Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to the practice of globalization. Especially to my co-reporter, thank you very much. No, we really appreciate your time and attentions, even in small setup. We hope that you gain something valuable from this discussion. We hope that this presentation gives you a meaningful insights into how globalization shapes our world today. Stay safe and see you next time, brother. Thank you.